Next 2.0 control policies. Topology. By default, when SD-WAN devices are onboarded into the overlay, they will create data panel tunnels in a full mesh fashion, with all other devices with all colors being used. Since overlay is flat, full mesh of tunnels does not scale after a certain threshold. It is difficult to bring in transports from disjoint providers for underlay. This is particularly relevant in trying to leverage middle mile provider or cloud backbone providers network for inter-region traffic, and the large enterprises and managed service provider require SD-WAN to span multiple regions. So this lab will create the regional hub architecture to overcome the above mentioned limitations. So by using control policy UX 2.0 workflow, I will be creating hubs in East Coast, which is a side 100, and West Coast, which is a side 200 region, where size 300 and 400 will be the East Coast branch, and side 500 will be the West Coast branch. I will restrict routers to create tunnels between East Coast branch and West Coast branch. For West Coast spoke size to reach to the East Coast spokes, the traffic will need to go via West Coast hub to East Coast hub. Direct connectivity between the spokes will be restricted. It's just like create a policy, go to configuration and policy groups. Let's click this group of interest. We're going to click TLOC list. And we're going to add a TLOC list. TLOC's name inter is East Coast Hub TLOC. And we'll click add icon 3 times. Enter values that per what we have to do. So it's first 1.1.10.1. The color we're gonna pick is the public internet. Encapsulation IPv4. Next 1.1.10.1. color will be the amperes. IPsec 1.1.10.2. colors public internet IPsec 1.1.10.2. They are gonna be amperes IPsec, and we'll click save. Now we're gonna add a TLOC list one more time. This time will be the West Coast Hub TLOC 1.1.20.1. This color will be my public internet. One dot 20.1. This amperes. 1.1.20.2. public internet IPsec 1.1.20.2 amperes IPsec. Save it. Now add one more. This is the East Coast Premium TLOCs. Add 3 times. 1.1.10.1. Color is gold. IPsec 1.1.10.1 is silver. IPsec 1.1.10.2, that's gold. IPsec 1.1.10.2, that's silver. IPsec, check one more time, save it, add one more. This is gonna be West Coast now. TLOCs, IP 1.1.20.1, send to gold. 1.1.20.1, silver now. IPsec 1.1.20.2, gold. IPsec 1.1.20.2, silver. IPsec. Alright, save that. So due to an UI issue, we're now creating group of interest from the topology view. Let's go to configuration. And we find out topology. Let's create a topology. We're going to enter the topology name is SD-WAN, and description we want to show is like here Cisco SD-WAN. Create that at topology. We're going to add topology. That's going to be hub and spoke. We're going to enter the hub spoke name East Coast Hub CP, and VPN we're going to pick is the IoT corporate and guest. 3 VPN selected. Under VPN here, customize topology. Click OK. Now we're going to select all bound sites as site 100 and click add rule. Match is 1. Let's now expand sequence 1. Let's enter that name. We'll say allow TLOCs from East Coast spoke and West Coast hub. The type will be TLOC. Make a accept. Let's click match and we'll pick sites. Let's pick 200, 300, 400. East Coast will be 300, 400, and the West Coast hub. Alright. Now we already save it as accept. Let's click is the save. Now we're matching sites to the outbound sites 100. That's at the address rule 2. This time we're going to say allow all prefix from the East Coast, and we'll click matching. We'll find the site 400 and 300. Click accept. Save the matching actions. Double check the rule 1. Alright. Click save. We have another rule. Rule 3. Rule 3 will say rewrite next hop for West Coast sites to East Coast hubs. Type will be routes, and we're going to pick is match the site route from 500 and 200. We're allowing that prefix and accept. Now action here, we want to action on select TLOC list. We want to be using the West Coast Premium TLOC. Click save. And save this. Okay, now want to add a topology is hub and spoke. The new topology name will be East Coast branches sites. We're going to select the VPN, IoT, corporate, and guest. So now click customize topology and OK. Here we're going to pick outbound sites as 400 and 300. We'll add a rule. Rule 1 will have to enter a name called allow TLOCs from East Coast sites. Type will be TLOC. Now click match it, and we're going to select the sites. The sites we're picking is 100, 300, and 400. Click accept. And save matching action and save this. Now expand this again, East Coast branch site. We'll have to add a rule. The rule name will be allow all prefixes from East Coast. Let's click and match. We're gonna pick a site. Site will be 400 and 300. Click save and save it. Expand this again, and we're going to add another rule. The rule name we can say rewrite next hop for West Coast sites to East Coast hubs. Pick a site here, pick a site. We want to find site 500 and 200. Okay, action, accept or accepting the TLOC. TLOC picking is East Coast hub TLOC. Okay, and a match action, save. We add 2 topology, and now let's add one more hub and spoke. The name we're picking up is the West Coast Hub control plane, and pick the 3 service VPN. Let's click customize. Let's now pick outbound sites to the site 200, site 200 here. We're going to add a new rule. 1, it is to allow TLOCs from West Coast spokes and East Coast hub. When tapping this TLOC, we have to click the match and select sites. It's gonna be, we want it from the East Coast. That's 100, 500 site. This will be accept and save it. Expand the West Coast hub CP one more time and add a rule. Number 2 rule is gonna be allow all prefixes from West Coast. We're picking is matching the sites is the site 500, so matching site 500 and accept that, save and save. West Coast control hub, expand this and add one more rule. It's gonna be rewrite next hop for East Coast sites to the West Coast hubs. We're going to click the match site will be the 100 site from the east, 100, 400 and 300. Click accept, but I'm accepting TLOCs. TLOCs we are picking up is East Coast Premium, East Coast Premium TLOCs. Save this, save. One more, add a topology. Name will be West Coast Branch Sites. Okay, VPN, 3 service VPN, and click customize, then OK. First, we wanted to add a rule. Before that, we're going to find is the site outbound site. Outbound sites only the 500. 500 wanted to expand the rule 1 and say we'll allow TLOC from West Coast sites. Type will be the TLOC. Accept that. We're matching sites. We're matching only the 200 and the 500. Action is accepted. That's okay. Save as. Now expand one more time the West Coast branch site. West Coast branch site. Expand one more time. Add a rule. The rule 2 is gonna be allow all prefix from West Coast. That's match the sites only limited to 200 and 500. Let's make sure it's accept. Save this. We have limited TLOC and limited route. Alright, so add a route when you want to cross the coast. So do 3. We want to make sure it's a rewrite next hop for East Coast size to West Coast hubs. So this matching is matching the size is gonna be the east size first 100, 300, 400 site. Okay, accept that. We're gonna change the TLOC. It's gonna be TLOC. Change to West Coast Hub TLOC. West Coast Hub TLOC. Save. Let's now go to activity, monitor devices. We find out is the site 400C. So find site 400C. Do a troubleshooting. Now Click the troubleshooting, and we want to simulate flows. Refresh the page one more time. The simulate flows. Flow was simulated from VPN 10. The source interface, I'm picking this. Click simulate. We can see the traffic backhauls. Therefore, there's no connectivity between the East Coast and the West Coast sites. Okay, and now what we want to do is go to configuration, topology. We're going to click the three dots and activate. Activate it now to the vSmart and deploy. Sometime we're telling vSmart to send these topology to every single edge. Now we see them successfully deployed. Go back to my monitoring device and find out the site 400. We want to do troubleshooting. Click this, troubleshooting. Simulate for one more time. Click simulate. Now we see the traffic passing through East Coast hubs. Troubleshooting. Now we want to do a trace route. Still, we're picking a VPN 10, destination 10.50.101, source interface. Start. You can see now the traffic is passing through East Coast hubs to West Coast hubs in order to reach the West Coast sites from the East Coast. Okay, trace one more time. Here you go.
Hey everyone, NetMaven here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to dive into the world of amazing network technologies with me, and please feel free to leave your comments below. Hey everyone, NetMaven here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to dive into the world of amazing network technologies with me, and please feel free to leave your comments below.